Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Bariatric Living 101. I'm Lisa, and I am coming to you this morning in sunny Florida. I'm at my brother's visiting, and just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the vacation and maybe give you a few little tips when you're traveling. One of the things that I have discovered while traveling and trying to stay protein forward, low carb, while you also enjoy your vacation, is pre-planning. That's number one, is pre-planning before you ever leave. No, especially if you want to save money. We're trying to save money on this trip, and so I did a lot of pre-planning before we ever left the house. Took some food with me. We ate on the road, as far as like out of our cooler. We stopped at rest areas, which was really nice, to be able to just stop at a rest area that has parks and enjoy the outside, the sunshine, and have a picnic with my husband. And so pre-planning is number one. Two, make sure you try to get all your water in a day's time. I've been very bad about that on this trip, and but I'm trying. My bariatric center, they want me to get in at least 64 ounces of water in a day's time. I try to get in more than that, but most of the time that's about what I get, along with all my protein. And I try to get, well over 60 grams of protein in a day, sometimes 90 to 100. So yeah, that way I feel good. And so you try to get your water in. So before I ever left the house, I did bring one of the things that I packed was my little sugar-free drink packets, so I can constantly make my flavored water while I've been on this trip. And three, just to let you know, when you travel, you probably will swell a little bit if you're anything like me. My legs, ankles, feet, because you're not keeping your feet propped up or anything, and so when you travel, you tend to swell. So that's very important to get your water in so you can minimize the swelling. Also, when on this vacation, we've gone out to eat some with some friends, and we just try your best to stay on your protein forward diet at the restaurants, and that's what we did. My husband and I share a plate of food at restaurants, and so I eat my normal size amount, like 4 to 6 ounces of food, and I stick with the high protein meal. Sometimes you might see other things on our plate, like French fries or whatever. Usually my husband's the one that eats those. I might have 1 or 2 French fries, but for the most part I just stick to my protein. And maybe the vegetables that are on the plate. And another thing is make sure you take your vitamins with you on your trips, and make sure you take your vitamins. They're very, very important. I also had to bring my potassium chloride with me. One thing is, my doctor right now has me on 50,000 units of vitamin D3 because my vitamin D was low the last time I got checked. And so my insurance wouldn't cover the last 4 pills before I left the home. So I just called a pharmacy down here and had them call my pharmacy at home, and they are actually getting them transferred down here so I could pick them up tomorrow. So you can do stuff like that while you're on vacation, as long as you're staying put for a little while. We're staying put right here at my brother's for a couple of weeks, so I was able to do that. So very important to keep up with your vitamins. And but mostly enjoy your vacation, enjoy your time with friends and family, and yeah, and just do your sightseeing and live in the moment.